Stick with me and I'll show you how to make Sprue Goo, how to use it, and a simple mistake that you'll probably make if you don't know about it in advance. So let's go. First thing you're going to need is some acetone, and what a lot of people like to use is this Tamiya Extra Thin Cement, simply because it's a nice convenient bottle that you can fit bits of sprue into the neck of, and then you can create as thin or as thick Sprue Goo as you like. So all you do is open this up, take that outside, drop in a few pieces of sprue, and by a few I mean as much as you can get in until the liquid level rises to around the top of this this last curve of the neck here, and then stop, because when you put the lid back on there's going to be a little bit of displacement and you don't really want to be spilling it everywhere. Yeah, so I put it in that much, left it for 24 hours, and as you can see it's all dissolved into there. It's got a little bit of a layer on the bottom, so it's holding about as much as it can anyway. I think you can actually make like big balls of Sprue Goo, and obviously it'll just kind of settle in the bottom and make a thick goo, whereas this is intended to be more of a filler, so I don't want it to be super thick. Right, so let's show you how to use it. So on this model here, this is a Skaven, and when putting it together, I've already primed this, and that's the mistake that you might make, and I have made. So this has already been primed, and you can see along just the top of his head there, get out my own light, you can see a line that runs down. Now for most of the Skaven I haven't particularly put any effort in, for the clan rats, haven't put any effort into filling those gaps, but that one right up there on the top of the head, that's quite ugly. So we're going to fill that. Now the mistake is, when I put the Sprue Goo on here, which is obviously, as I said, mostly Tamiya Extra Thin, once that goes on here it's going to take off all the paint as well. So the area that I apply it to is going to sort of just go a bit gnarly looking, but it'll clean up again once it's dried and then repainted. So right, let's have a little go. So simply get your goo, just take off any major excess. You don't want to be flooding the model. So as you can see on the bottle lid there, I'm just tapping the side just so the excess kind of pulls off. Tap the top as well. There we go. And we just want to fill that in just where it needs to go. You can see it's already very thick and gooey there. Put a little bit on the tip. You can see straight away it's already getting all stringy, because it's not the same as the normal cement. There's a little bit of his neck needs doing. Back there. Well, the paint isn't reacting too badly, which is nice. That's looking quite well filled. Right, so we'll look at that a bit closer. So, it'll be hard for you to see until I've painted over it, but that's looking pretty good. I might get a tiny bit but more on the tip there. But yeah, that's looking okay. I was just looking at this model a bit more, and the back of him is actually quite ugly as well. So this model, not one of their best, even though actually I like it. Once it's ready to go, it's one of the nicer models, I think. But let's just give that a little fill down the back there. Okay, quick speed up whilst we fill that and worry it left, right and centre. Quite a nice little finish there. As you can see, a raised glossy edge to it. So then we just come in quickly with some sanding stick, just a DIY one, and then... And yeah, so there's the final finish. We've just given that a quick respray, and let's just bring that in a little closer. So you can see there you go, that's being filled with that Sprue Goo. So I'll throw up perhaps a quick side by side, just so you can see from the beginning of the video to now. And on the back, it's not 100% on the back here actually, to be fair. That's still got a bit of a seam to it, but it's no longer as deep as it was. And down the bottom it's looking pretty good, nice and leveled across. So overall, just for a quick fix, that's very pleasing.